Alright, hello everyone. Today is week 2 of our garden tours. I'm going to show you around everything that we have going on. It's pretty bright out here. Sun is shining. Looks like we're going to get maybe a little rain this afternoon, but most likely not. So I'm going to take you around here into the main garden with all the beds first and show you what has happened in the past week. There's so many things that are happening. Doesn't look like a lot. There's stuff that still needs to be planted today, but I'll show you what has changed in the past week. Okay, so here in the first bed, we still have our cucumbers in the back here. They are doing really well. And here in the front corner, we have some Oriole Swiss chard that is coming up, doing really good. And looky right here, we have some Purple Lady Bok Choy coming up. And right here, you can kind of see this one coming out right here. This is a gray zucchini. It's just popping its head out. And then over here, we have some Black Beauty zucchinis, which is like the typical zucchini that you see at the grocery store. And so this bed is doing really good. Need to get some weeds out of it, but overall it's doing really good. And our neighbor has a greenhouse, and we really do like to support our neighbor and their business, so we do buy a couple starts and some flowers from them when we can. And I scheduled a private appointment with them just to make sure I do the social distancing, and I was able to get some starts from them. Like I did get broccoli from them and some flowers and some other things I'll show in the greenhouse. But you see in the back here, a lot of our pole beans, these are Kentucky Wonders, have sprouted in the past week. It's just amazing. And our onions are doing really good still. And we have another broccoli here. And I made this makeshift little teepee for all of our snap peas. I'm going to try that, and we're going to trellis them on the fence. But you can see how well they are all doing. Lots of snap peas. We like to just snack on these right out of the garden or save them for some stir fry. All right. Zinnia here and over here. Some more flowers and some kale. This is some Scarlet Kale. And then I have a cabbage that it's trying to stay alive. It's doing all right. It's got some new leaves coming up, so I'm not too worried about it. They're pretty hardy. So, all right. Then today we are also going to be planting our potatoes. So got to empty those and roll them down and start our russets. We have some more flowers doing good over here. And then I potted this broccoli to save some space in the bed. I've done potted broccoli in the past, and it works really well. More flowers there. More flowers here. Some peonies. Still waiting on this one to bloom. Thought it was gonna bloom, but I'm still waiting. Rosemary. We did get some blueberries transferred into these pots. We're still trying to figure out a place to put them. So for now they're going to be in these pots, and then we'll transplant them to the berry patch we're going to start. And then right here, look at all of these Kentucky Wonders that came up. I think this is going to be so pretty when it's all trellised up this giant trellis here. So check back, in a month. It's going to be really awesome. I'm going to intertwine everything up this massive trellis. It has to be, I want to say 8 to 9 feet tall. So it's buried into the pot. So they're massive trellises. So, but they're doing so good. So I'm very excited for these. Then over here, we have some more flowers. Everything's doing good in here. More flowers, some greens, different lettuces, some spinach here. And then this pot of kale and everything, and the arugula is doing really good. And in here, I'm still waiting for the parsnips I planted to sprout, but those take a little bit, so I'm still waiting. And I'm still waiting for my carrots to come in the mail. I don't even know if they're going to be here in time for this season, which is a bummer. But today I will also be planting, let's see, I'm getting the area here ready for my tomatoes, which are in the greenhouse. So there's quite a bit that we're going to get ready out here or planted this week. So next week's video, you're going to see even more changes, which is amazing. So this main garden area has really grown in just the past week. I can't wait to see what the next couple weeks bring. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so now I am in the greenhouse. It is hot in here. It's 90 degrees and it's quite warm. So Lucas is now out here with me, gonna help me. And yeah, so let's see if I can, there he is playing in the puddles. So right here, we have some tomatoes and some peppers that I started from seed. Down here we have some more tomatoes. And I'm going to flip this camera around to show a little bit better. Alright, so here in the greenhouse, like I said, we have our tomatoes that I started from seed. I have some more back there that I started from seed. And then right here, these really bushy ones I got from my neighbor. Just help them support their business. And I got some more peppers from my neighbor's nursery to help support them. And I got all of our strawberries from them. I'm really excited to show you what we're going to be building. We have a whole new system we're going to have for the strawberries. But these look really great. They've already got a lot of blossoms. They're super healthy. I got strawberries from them in the past and they've done really well. Back here I have some more starts for my dad. I'm going to be thinning out today. Wow, the pole beans. Holy cow. There's the pole beans right there. This is a Hubbard Squash. Holy cow. And then I have some herbs right here. Some corn and some onions that I'm going to get to him. Sugar snaps, etc. So then over here I have some more things that are just popping up. Some golden jennies, some custard squash. This stuff should be coming up soon. Yeah, I just started those like a week ago. So, but everything's going really good. I'm gonna open up the window in here, which is up here. Kind of get some cooler air in here. And I'm gonna start hardening off some of these guys actually today. And yeah, we're gonna get these transplanted, and I will take you out to the other garden here in a little bit. During that time, that little break there, went ahead and potted some things. I got these pots from Tractor Supply and they didn't have any holes in them, so I went ahead and drilled some drainage holes in them. You always want to make sure when you're buying stuff that doesn't have that to drill holes, otherwise the water will just pool in there and could cause some major fungus issues, and could eventually kill the plant or kind of mold the soil. So you want to make sure that you have drainage holes in your pots if you're planting stuff outdoors or indoors even. Okay, so in this pot here, if you can see, I have some herbs that I got from my neighbor, and I have some Genovese basil here and some Greek oregano, and I do have basil started in my greenhouse, but I wanted to help them out. So You can see this pot actually had 3 little plants in it, so I gently ripped them and made 3 little starts from that. And I'm sorry, I gently separated the roots. I shouldn't say ripped them, but gently separated the roots from each other, and they're going to do just fine. So I'm going to have now 3 basil plants for the price of 1. And this just smells so good. I love the smell of oregano, and I love basil. So these are going to go out in the garden here in a little bit. Okay, so a couple things that I did was I started to clear out the greenhouse because I'm going to start hardening off some of these plants that are going to get planted this week. You slowly want to acclimate your starts from a greenhouse to the environment. Some of these that are in the sun right now have already been out for a while, so I'm slowly adding them into the sun. Oh, here comes Lucas. And the other stuff that's in the shade still is just getting acclimated to the weather and the wind, and then at night they're going to go back into the greenhouse. So that's what you want to do with your starts. And Lucas is stealing all of the seed potatoes that I need to plant today. And that's another thing, is if you have small children and this is your first time gardening, you need to account for the fact that they're going to steal your things, they're going to rip them apart, and you're probably going to lose half of your starts to children. So just so you know. Okay, so it's a little bit later in the video, and as you can see I got a sweatshirt on, but I'm going to show you the other garden space that I've really neglected. It's doing okay, but it looks terrible, so be kind when I show you these next little things. Okay, so this little garden, as you may have seen in last week's video, it's kind of our old chicken area. I quarantined some areas to plant some other crops back here to see how they do, and there's some stuff that is ready to be harvested, and there's some stuff that still needs a little more time. So I'm going to harvest what I can and then show you everything else. Okay, when I first walk in, I've got a row of radishes right here, and they're doing all right. Some of them are ready, some of them are not. Good way to tell is before you pull it, I'm going to push the soil back a little bit. That one might need to be a little bit longer. We have had some pest issues in here, but all in all, they're doing all right. I probably won't plant here again. I'll probably just plant some cover crops and then rotate the chickens throughout this area, just because we have mole issues and ant issues, and it's just so many issues in this area that I'm like, I don't know. We'll think about it and maybe do it again next year. So, and over here in this really weedy area, I do have some beets that are coming up. I need to thin out. They're doing all right. Got a couple that are doing better than others. Need to come in here and thin some out. I need to snap off these bad boys, those blackberries. Got some spinach. I already harvested some spinach earlier this week, so they're looking pretty small right now, but they're coming back really good. Spinach is doing really well back here, this little section. Got some more radishes here. Then back here, I randomly put some kale, and it's doing really good. I have done nothing with this, but just let the rain deal with it, and it looks like there's some carrots, too, which I must have forgotten about. So there's some carrots back here too. Let's see. Hi. Then right here we've got some turnips. Lots of salad blend. I need to come in here and weed. It's terrible. I have some arugula I've already harvested. Probably gonna pull this and let this all go. Then I have some head lettuce that's doing pretty good. The rest of this is head lettuce right here. Need to come in and weed. Then I have some more carrots. This is just all experimental. Just, you know, I know it's bad back here. Probably won't ever do this again. So, and then we have some kale. Some dwarf-sized kale. So yeah, that's the sad, honest truth of this little area. It was I tried. Valiant effort, but the weeds were just too much. Everything right in this one spot. Maybe in the future we'll do raised beds or something in here, but for right now, hey, it was worth a shot, and we've harvested already from it, so we're still growing food. It's not beautiful, but it works. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is starting to storm. As soon as I was finishing up that harvesting video, it started just pouring. So I'm going to cut this video short and head in the house. Thank you so much for following us on week 2 of our garden video and our series. Next week, we hope to have the corn in the ground and a lot of our summer squash in those separate bed areas. I kind of glimpsed on those last week behind the chicken area where we built these 2 compost rows. But again, I'm going to head in. It's getting nasty hiding in the greenhouse right now. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you can follow along with the rest of our growing season. All right, everyone, take care.